Alright guys, welcome to another video. So today we're at a very special place. This is Staffordshire Wildlife Hides and their Kingfisher hide, which is their first hide that they're doing, but they are doing more hides. A raptor hide I believe is in the works, so that'll be probably available at some point in the future, near future. But yeah, today we're going to be photographing kingfishers, so we've come down really early morning. Still mist over the water on the pool, and yeah, lovely morning. Should have a good day for light, so I'm just glad that's not a concern with the forecast. So although it is Britain, so we never know what we're really going to get, but yeah, it's a lovely morning, blue skies and a sunrise, a little bit of cloud about, which will probably help soften the light. So yeah, hopefully we have a great day with the kingfisher. We've got a load of perches with, as you've probably already seen, probably got an obscene amount of perches of our own. Luckily we've timed it right with the blossom trees as well, so hopefully we can get some nice blossom shots and just get some nice kingfisher action. We want to get some early doors photos and then we can start enjoying it. So yeah, let's get into the video. Should be a fun one. Oh my days. What about that then? So this is a setup, as you can see. He's got all his perches ready and people have left perches. I've bought the pine cone and yeah, just plenty of perches to go at. It's got running water so the water doesn't freeze when it's cold. It's got two portholes with one-way glass as well, and then there's scrimming through the portholes, and then there's obviously a low one for the diving shots, which I'm sure we'll get onto today with some good light. And then yeah, this is the pool, and there's the perch stand, and he's got multiple clips where you can clip in your poles from your perches, or even just holes to stick them straight into. So yeah, absolute fantastic setup, and I mean you can see already what a morning and what a location, to be able to provide a haven for wildlife, because he's Tim, the kind of manager of this area, is rewilding this whole site. So it's a thing that people with land should do more often, because if you build for wildlife, it'll come to you and it'll thrive. So yeah, that's really the ethos of this kind of place, and no doubt there's going to be a lot more hides popping up because of that. So I mean, we were just saying, hear the black cap there singing. We were just saying how even the back of the hide is like luxury. I'm sure when we get in you'll see exactly how luxury it is inside as well, because from what I've already seen on videos, it's absolutely sublime inside with maximum level of comfort. So just going into the hide, you've got your coat rack, everything. There's loads of little kingfisher nods as you'd expect in a kingfisher hide. So as you come in, you can see really comfy seating, a nice little light, and with it being one-way glass, the light isn't going to affect the performance of or the visiting of the kingfisher. So So yeah, but the decor is absolutely fantastic in here. It's so homely in here, and the seats are really comfy. There's seat warmers, there's seat massagers. Tim's really thought of everything. There's even a electric heater in case it gets a bit nippy. There's even Wi-Fi on the side there, and obviously a coffee bar and tea bar for all your refreshments. So absolutely fantastic setup in the Kingfisher Lodge. Time to get that seat warmer on. Just before I go through the setup of the camera, this is the view that you get out the front of the hide, which is obviously a fantastic view, perfectly angled, with some great greenery behind and good light direction. So yeah, fantastic little setup. First things first, we make a cup of tea. So made sure we start the day off in the right fashion. There are other subjects, although this is a Kingfisher hide. There's Canada geese, you see mute swans, a couple of different species of duck perhaps, but also you get some raptors turn up, just flying overhead really. So we had a sparrowhawk initially turn up, quite a few times actually, soaring overhead. No real close range, but just nice to see and something to look at while we're waiting for the Kingfisher. Also buzzards. There's a lot of buzzards, as you can imagine, because it's farmland in that whole area. And yeah, quite a few low shots really of the buzzard. Nothing too close, but yeah, good to see. So this morning I've just been using the beanbag kind of setup. I always find it's probably one of the more comfy ways to use the camera, and they're quite easy to get into the right position, and then you can subtly kind of move them left and right. A bit more difficult to move up and down, but to be honest, the reason for using the beanbag is that I've forgot my Allen key to take my gimbal head off my tripod and stick onto this base. So yeah, that's a bit of a failure on my part. So I always forget something. It's either my mic, which I've also forgot today, but luckily I've remembered everything else that's important. So hopefully they're the only things that are going to go wrong today. So we've had a cracking start anyway. The Kingfishers turned up a little bit later than what we actually thought. We got here really early, at about 6:30 we were set up, but then Tim did tell us that the Kingfisher often visits at around 8 o'clock. Now it came at about probably 8:15, so it was pretty much bang on what Tim was saying. So it's arrived, and it's the female, and she's done a bit of diving, caught a few fish, and she's gone back off now. But it's been a fantastic little start to the day, a little bit slower than what we thought, but it seems as though that's the normal rate that they come in. So we'll see. We'll wait around for a few more minutes. What else we're going to do in this fantastic hide? We can put the heated seats on, or we can put the massage chairs on, stuff our faces with snacks, and we'll be alright. So we'll have a little wait around for the Kingfisher and see when she or he returns. And I think this time of year in April they're going to be on eggs, so there's only going to be one parent probably feeding at any one time, so we're probably not going to get two birds on the perch today. But anyway, we just want to take photos of Kingfishers, don't we? So yeah, we'll see what pops up, and enjoy some of these shots from the first initial round of encounters anyway. So yeah, enjoy. So after the first initial visits, it was time to change the perches. We went for something mossy and then a white blossom instead of the pink. So next we had a bit of a surprise visitor, but not really much of a surprise as they do like to hang around water, but we had a grey wagtail visit, and I always think a grey wagtail slowed down in slow motion is a great subject to video. So once the wagtail had gone, it did drop off a little bit. So it's important to keep the focus and not get too distracted, or keep your eyes on the perch and not mess around really. And eventually the kingfisher will return, as they always do in this hide. So the female did return quite a few times actually in the afternoon, which seemed to be the busier period. She gave plenty of opportunity for us to get some diving shots, which obviously we're really pleased to have gotten. It was definitely easier to get some shots of the kingfisher coming out of the water rather than diving in, and obviously you've got to up your frame rates and your shutter speeds and things like that, and yeah, just a fantastic experience. So when we come outside to change a perch, it's really simple. Tim supplies cable ties, supplies extra fish for when the stock runs low. When the kingfisher visits, sometimes it might take 4 or 5 fish, so you just got to keep that stock replenished just in the little basket in the middle, and then once that stock's replenished, the kingfisher will arrive and it'll be fishing into that area, and that's where it's specifically going to dive if you've topped that area with fish. But just all your perches, got this kind of clip system, dead easy. Cable tie your different perches that you want on, and then just clip it on in the orientation that you want, and away you go. So yeah, absolutely fantastic setup, really well thought out, and it's just really close range as well, so don't come here thinking that you need your massively long range lenses. If you had a 70 to 200, you could quite easily arrange this in a way where you would get that kind of shorter lenses to work. But obviously if you've got a 70 to 200 f2.8, that's a really fast lens. In a setup like this, that is all you need really. Right guys, so I think we're going to leave the video there. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed all the images we've taken of the kingfishers today and the whole experience. You've got an idea really of what this this setup's all about and what Tim's trying to do with the place, and he's got more hides coming on the way, and I can't think of a better hide setup for kingfishers than this one. And I've not had much experience, but I've had this experience and I can't see how it can be topped. It's got heaters, it's got heated seats, it's got Wi-Fi, tea and coffee, massage chair. It's just comfy as anything, and there's a lot of space for 2 people, and it's as comfy as it gets for a hide. And we've not been bored at any point today at all, mainly because we've had a lot of visits from the Kingfisher, and obviously hopefully you guys have enjoyed the footage. So yeah, Staffordshire Wildlife Hides, what a fantastic hide this is. I can't wait to see what Tim's going to do with his other hides that he's got planned. He has alluded to what they are and things like that, but I'll leave that for Tim to release to the public. And yeah, thank you for joining us again, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.